G'day, welcome. You're with CruiseAway here on Gecko right now as we showcase amazing holiday adventures. And in this show, we're revealing one of the biggest inside secrets when it comes to snapping up some of the best value cruise deals. We're talking about repositioning cruises. And put simply, this is where a ship begins in one part of the world and finishes in a completely different part as it changes its home port for a new season. It's just like, you know, you stay at home during the good months of the year, and then when the weather's not so great, you go on holiday somewhere else.
South for the winter. Yeah.
Ships do the same.
It's a fabulous way to voyage because not only does it give you the opportunity to experience a much broader range of destinations, but you'll get to enjoy everything on board your fabulous ship, as well as grab a bargain when it comes to the cruise prices we've secured for you. So, coming up, we'll be cruising Hawaii to Sydney with Royal Caribbean for October next year. Then we'll be taking you from Sydney to Cape Town with Cunard for March before we cruise Holland America from Tokyo to Sydney.
Gosh, that sounds packed, doesn't it? So lots on the way over the next 30 minutes. So grab a snack, sit back and let us introduce you to the wonderful world of cruising with one of Australia's biggest names in travel.
Here at CruiseAway, we've been sending Australian travellers on amazing cruise holidays for over 25 years. Our award-winning team specialise in bringing you the best deals from all major cruise lines, sailing right across the globe. Whether you're looking to cruise locally or afar, with thousands of unmissable deals available right now, you can be sure we'll find you your perfect cruise holiday. So, if you're ready, let's go cruising.
So clever, you know, absolutely so clever. I can't believe no one has told you the secret before, actually, but it makes perfect sense because ships will go to one part of the world, they will do a season of cruises out of one port, and then they'll move on, and that keeps the cruise ships moving around the world.
Yes.
And there's always that one cruise, and it's often quite a long distance cruise actually, which will take you from one port to another. And actually these cruises tend to have a little bit more in terms of sea days as well, and they are brilliant because you can take advantage of special promotions, switch off and have real holiday time, and like we were saying in the introduction, the bargains are there to be had, let me tell you.
Every
and we've
time.
found them all for you.
Yes, and we're going to start off with one of Australia's favourite cruise lines, Royal Caribbean, heading to the Hawaiian shores and Sydney Harbour. It's 21 nights, leaving on the 11th of October next year. We're going to fly you from Sydney to Honolulu for a 2-night Hawaii hotel stay to kick off your adventure, starting off in one of my favourite destinations on earth. Absolutely adore Hawaii and Oahu. I've visited all the islands. Oahu's my favourite. Love Oahu because it gives you a lovely juxtapose of natural beauty, but also all the fun things that we might love about America if we visited before, such as great shopping, excellent restaurants and customer service. You have history and culture such as Pearl Harbor right there as well, which you must visit. And lovely viewpoints from Diamond Head if you like a bit of a hike. Walk up to Diamond Head and take some spectacular panoramic shots of the whole of Waikiki Beach. There's lots to see and do in Oahu. Then we're heading on board one of the most exciting vessels in the Royal Caribbean fleet, the Ovation of the Seas. We're heading on board for 19 fabulous nights. Now, this is all bells and whistles for those of us who are thrill seekers because this is part of one of their most exciting classes at sea, Quantum Class. You have entertainment galore. So if you're traveling with the family, with the kids, the grandkids, the nieces and nephews, maybe you're doing a family reunion, it's ideal. Because live life big, absolutely. Yeah. Because you have got things such as your entertainment centre where you have dodgem cars, trapeze, you've got the flow rider, you've got iFly, you've got a rock climbing wall. Absolutely fantastic. And then there's the 15 restaurants on board with partnerships, world-renowned chefs such as Jamie's Italian, of course the famed British chef Jamie Oliver, his own brand, really good food. Pucker, mate. And yeah, I love those restaurants. That's just one of them. If you love a steak, you have Chops Grill with some of the best steaks that you will ever experience.
They're amazing.
The 270, this is great. This is a special lounge on board dedicated to incredibly epic entertainment. It's not even the main theatre. And then you have the Bionic Bar as well. Have a robot making you drink. Why not? Saves you a bit of energy.
Honestly, there is a crowd around the robot bar every single day. Of course, you can use the app while you're on board as well. That shows you what's going on, what's on offer, what the activities are, what the excursions are. All the information's there in the palm of your hand. You can do the rock climbing wall there as well. The kids are going to love this. You're going to love it. There's lots of surprises for you on board as well. That's the great thing. Of course, it's Royal Caribbean. It's right for absolutely everyone. And you've got 19 nights of cruising out of Honolulu.
Yes, you do. And we're heading at sea into Papeete, Tahiti as our first port, where you can visit the beautiful markets there, maybe just see a little bit of tradition and culture in this part of the world as well. Moorea is our next port, where a lovely viewpoint is situated up at the Belvedere Lookout. And you also have a traditional tiki village, or feed the stingrays. Raiatea beckons next, and this is where you can visit some incredible cultural history, such as the Taputapuea, marae, which is a burial site. Auckland's next, and this is the Cosmo capital of New Zealand, with on a volcanic vault, so lots of sort of geothermal activity. Bay of Islands up next, and this is very tropical. You don't think necessarily of New Zealand being tropical, but this has got a lovely climate, very relaxing beach day for you. Then we're cruising into Sydney, where we'll disembark and you're just strolling off. Now, speak to our team about regional flights as well, should you need them. But if you live in Sydney, how easy is this? And of course, we're heading from Hawaii, where you get to enjoy the hotel stay, through beautiful French Polynesia over into New Zealand.
It's amazing, and this is great because you do the mainstay of the travelling, so you do the longer flight first, get that out of the way, and then of course you end your cruise. There we are in Sydney. Really, really brilliant. Love it. And of course, it's Royal Caribbean. Everything to love about Royal Caribbean. So this is the 11th of October for next year. Included in the price I'm about to give you is the flight from Sydney to Honolulu, 2 nights in a hotel there, and then this repositioning cruise. And these are magical. 19 nights of cruising with Royal Caribbean on the amazing Ovation of the Seas. And you'll be going through the South Pacific to New Zealand and sailing back into Sydney. A $500 deposit each right now will get this secured for you. It's great, isn't it, that ships know what they're doing years in advance, so we can get in there right now with a low deposit and have our plans in place. And look at the price tag, because this is super, super good. In fact, actually, every time I look at one of these offers here at CruiseAway, I'm like, hang on a minute, that really is a bargain and a half for the travelling you are doing and for what we've included in this Dream Away package. It's fantastic. Let's have a look at the upgrades then on board on Ovation. Incredible. Love, 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 love. Look at that for Ocean View. Bear in mind that when you look at your upgrade prices, we're talking 19 nights of cruising here. So when you break that even Ocean View price down by 19, that's how you justify your upgrade, because everyone likes a view, don't they?
Yeah.
And let me tell you, the balconies are the ones that sell out first. I'll just word to the wise on that one. It's always the way it happens right now. But if you want to take the best deal, there it is, all served up for you. Call us toll free, 1300 408 764 is the telephone number. And of course, all the offers, including some late deals if you're looking for something sooner, you will find, of course, on our all singing, all dancing website.
When you log on to cruiseaway.com.au, you're opening up the virtual brochure on over 9,000 cruise holidays. If you've seen a cruise on TV, just search the cruise ID here to find out more details, upgrade options, and to book online. If you're looking for inspiration, you can search by destination, departure port, cruise line, cruise ship, or cruise style. Plus, we've got an incredible selection of last-minute deals, all-inclusive cruises, and early bird specials you can't afford to miss. Log on now to cruiseaway.com.au. Your next dream holiday is only a click away.
You'll be there for hours as well, by the way. You will be there for hours, which is why we always suggest to you, first option is just call us. We'll do all the hard work for you. It's the easiest way. Right, let's switch cruise lines now to what some would say is the pinnacle of cruising. Your cruising career heads in this direction. We're voyaging with Cunard, and we've got a really very exciting experience, Jo, haven't we?
Love Cunard. Well, yeah, this is not just a cruise. This is an adventure. We are heading to East Africa and a Kruger safari in luxury. 25 nights, leaving on the 25th of March next year, where you will fly from Sydney to Singapore for a one-night hotel stay. Kickstart your incredible adventure in the Garden City. Really lovely, where East meets West. Maybe it's a cocktail in Raffles Hotel that you're going to enjoy when you're there for the night. Taking a stroll on Orchard Road, maybe doing a spot of luxury shopping, or a beautiful drink up there in Gardens by the Bay as you see the incredible lights at night of Singapore. Love it. Lovely shopping, actually.
Go for some mystery meals as well, where you don't understand the menu and just point at things and see what arrives. How amazing.
Yeah, see what happens.
What an adventure. Then it's cruise time.
It is cruise time on the lovely and elegant Queen Victoria ship, which I know very well. I've been on quite a few times, and you have 17 nights to enjoy Queen Victoria. She is a beautiful and elegant Cunard vessel from the original White Star Line. And for those of you not familiar, this is one of the first ever sort of cruise companies, White Star, dating back over 100, well over 100 years. So there's like a little museum on board that talks you through the history. Everything is done traditionally on a Cunard. You can fence, you can learn ballroom dancing, or you can practice your ballroom dancing, or learn some salsa or tango. Because
that's like dancing anyway, fencing, isn't it?
Yes,
it's
absolutely.
Just dancing with a pointy thing in your hand.
It's difficult. I've tried to do it before. Oh yeah. Well, I've done stage combat similar, but it's very. I found it very hard. You have Clarendon Fine Art Gallery on board, and they have world-renowned artists. This is the Winter Garden, where you can enjoy your afternoon tea perhaps every day if you want to.
With champagne on top if you want to.
With Veuve Clicquot perhaps, yes, they do offerings for that as well.
Yeah, lovely.
Remember, all your food's included on board apart from specialty dining, so your afternoon tea unlimited every day if you want it at no extra fee. Love that. And then at night, of course, it comes to life with all these amazing shows you can experience in the theatre, and that's where everyone gets dressed up in the glad rags, get that sparkly dress out the wardrobe. Gents, get the tux out. This is the time to wear it.
Lovely.
We're cruising out of Singapore and heading into Colombo, Sri Lanka, the capital of Sri Lanka. You might want to head to a tea plantation or visit the cute little elephants, or maybe see the famed Temple of the Tooth. Port Louis, Mauritius is next. This is a wonderful sort of melting pot of cultural influences, this French island off the coast of Africa. And they have the Pamplemousse Botanic Garden, which is stunning. Then we're into South Africa, Port Elizabeth, where you can go and see these beautiful African elephants in their natural habitat. How amazing would that be? We are in Cape Town next, so you have an overnight on board plus another 2 nights in a hotel, so 3 nights total in fabulous cosmopolitan Cape Town.
Wow, you need time here as well, don't you, because there are so many highlights, so many different adventures you can take in Cape Town. Part of the world I've always found ultimately fascinating, wonderful people.
Oh, yes.
I love listening to that incredible South African accent as well. There's something that's like listening to honey.
Oh yeah, seriously. There's quite a lot of people say it's quite similar in climate to Sydney and Australia, and there's a lot of similarities in culture too. But then you have those different elements that make you feel like you are somewhere other and somewhere exciting. After that, we're flying you to Johannesburg, so going a little bit north up from Cape Town, and you're going to have in Johannesburg time to enjoy and explore. You'll be met at the airport and transferred to your hotel for the night, and the next morning after this, your adventure will begin, which we'll get into in just a moment. But Johannesburg, enjoy the night there, go and grab some food. We're next into Kruger National Park. How exciting. Well, this is when you actually depart and go to Hazy View for your open vehicle game drive safari. Absolutely incredible. You can expect to see general game and possibly the big five, such as the lion and elephant, and perhaps even an elusive leopard whilst you are in this incredible park. It's just a once-in-a-lifetime bucket list experience, I think, visiting Kruger, isn't it? You know, getting to see one of the greatest adventures on earth and seeing these incredible animals in their natural habitat. So you'll have some really incredible guides talking you through the whole experience and pointing out different things to see and enjoy and take pictures of. There's the hippos, oh my gosh. And you're going to have 3 nights as well enjoying safari on site, staying in the national park, which is incredible. So this is going to give you an ample opportunity to really see all the animals, because you're there at dawn, you're there at dusk.
And that's the time, isn't it? That's your key times, because actually, you know, what you'll see in the afternoon to what you'll see in the evening to what you'll see first thing in the morning. There will be some early morning calls for you on that adventure, but you will absolutely love it. And look at the melting pot that Johannesburg is as well. I mean, amazing place. I'd love to go and explore.
It's so interesting, Derek. You know, and the surrounding areas of Joburg as well are really intriguing. You've got great shopping there. The people are so friendly, honestly, amazing people in South Africa. Then we're going to fly you back to Sydney, Australia after a night in Johannesburg to finish up your adventure. And this is the true definition of what traveling and voyaging is, because you feel like a real traveler when you're on a safari. You're not just a tourist, you're a traveller actually enjoying a proper adventure. And then, of course, the cruise in there too. I couldn't think of a more perfect trip if I tried. A cruise, safari, and we sort out the end-to-end stays.
Yeah, it's like ultimate getaway, this one. It really does feel like you're getting away from the everyday, doesn't it? And we've all got stresses and strains in our lives, and holidays are so important for our cohesion, for our relationships, for how we feel, for our mind, body and soul, for everything else, isn't it? So this is an incredible opportunity, really nice. And again, to come back enriched, to come back excited, to come back renewed as well. So this is for March next year. Included in the price, of course, will be the flight from Sydney to Singapore, a night in a hotel there. You've got the Queen Elizabeth cruise, which was 17 nights actually. This is one of those repositioning cruises, voyaging through Sri Lanka and Mauritius to South Africa. You'll have the overnight on board at the end in Cape Town, and then 2 more nights in Cape Town in a hotel. They're included, and then the flight from Cape Town to Johannesburg to begin that 4-day tour at Hazy View in the Kruger National Park, with all those different safari experiences, some early in the morning, some late at night, some in the afternoon as well. And then, of course, we'll fly you back from Johannesburg back to Sydney. I'm excited for you, I really am, because this is a true adventure. It really is. So let's serve up the price tag, which I did not expect to be anywhere near as low as this, to be honest with you, because if you think about it, you've got the bespoke tour at the Kruger National Park. To have an agent arrange a bespoke experience for you is always going to cost top dollar, right? But you've got one of the most pinnacle and sought after cruise line cruises, voyages in fact, included in this price tag as well. Everything about it is incredible. Let's have a look at your upgrades as well, because considering the way we've tailored this holiday is absolutely perfect, I think, because it requires no effort from you. You just literally book it and then it will take care of itself from one end to the other. You can just simply enjoy it. It is incredible. I love it, and I love it on your behalf as well. There are your prices for Ocean View, Balcony and Suite, and if you've got any other questions whatsoever, please do not feel afraid to pick up the phone and speak to our team toll free. 1300 408 764 is that toll-free telephone number. You lucky people. It looks an amazing adventure, and I would love to be there with you, and I would love a postcard back, or a video even, a video of your experience. I'd love you somehow to get that back to our team when you've been on that. I look forward to that on your behalf as well. Amazing. See, that's what we do here at CruiseAway. It's just all brilliant.
Yeah,
I love it.
We create experiences that create memories for a lifetime. And
Yeah.
you know what? We're going to bring you another one right now. We are switching cruise lines, and we're going to step on board the fabulous Holland America line, one of my favourite cruise lines of all time. Cruise line I've personally had experience working on board for over a decade. So this one is called Geishas and Glaciers. It's for 19 nights, leaving on the 25th of April next year. And that might ring a bell with you, because actually that is springtime over in fabulous Japan. So cherry blossom season, in other words. We're going to fly you from Sydney to Tokyo for a 2-night hotel stay, first of all. You get to enjoy the nation's capital with just at your own leisure. 2 fabulous nights in a great hotel in Japan.
It's about the right time for the old blossom as well,
Yes,
isn't it,
it is.
actually? You'll have to
Yeah.
check on the Sakura calendar, because they have one every year. It's Sakura, isn't it? They have the calendar every year for the perfect day for the cherry blossoms to fall, but you're around about the right kind of time there.
Yes, and just imagine the scent of the cherry blossoms as
amazing.
well.
Yeah.
Oh, amazing. Now, we are, after our time in Tokyo, we are going to be heading on board the beautiful Holland America Line Westerdam, who is venturing east for the 2024-2025 season. She is, firm feature of her itinerary is Japan, so she'll be well versed in that part of the world. I was fortunate to work on board the ship for a whole season and loved it, absolutely loved it. It's Vista class Holland America. So if you're familiar with the brand, they're known for much smaller cruise ships. So it's about the quality of service. It's not about quantity. It's about quality on Holland America Line. And you do feel a lot of the time, even though this is one of their bigger ships with 2,000 passengers plus, you don't feel like it when you're on Holland America Line because the service is so impeccable. It really does feel like you are treated to that 5-star luxury that we all expect from a cruise ship. And that, around the vessel, it's not about being flashy, it's low-key luxury. So you've got beautiful polished wood, you've got the traditional naval stripes like deck chairs out on the deck, there's lots of navy and blue. It's really very, very special. And one of the things I love about this cruise line is the program called Culinary Arts Centre. And what they do is they talk you through, the executive chef will talk you through some of his secrets. So you've got this signature dish, you have a recipe card as well you can take home with you. Really fun thing to do. If you're staying up in the Neptune Lounge, in the suites, the Neptune Lounge is your very own concierge lounge. They have food and drinks daily. You have also got your own concierge. You can help you book excursions and things like that. So that is worth the thought of an upgrade. Honestly, it's worth it. Then things like wine tasting, cocktail mixing. You have guest lecturers on board, which we're talking you through some of the, cultural influences of this part of the world, which is super fun. Fun things like game shows too, game shows, shuffleboard, mini golf, all your favourites. And then, of course, dining. My goodness, the dining on Holland America Line is, I believe, very superior. Whether it's just heading up to the buffet, where you've got loads of gorgeous fresh salads and dishes to choose from, or canaletto for Italian, or the dive-in for a delicious burger, believe me, you've got to try the triple cooked chips.
Oh.
They
Lovely.
are so good. I dream about them. Mr. P has just literally let off an almighty sound. They are really good. So 15 nights out of the port for Tokyo, and then we're heading straight into Moran, Japan. Known for its whiskey, actually, but you have the gorgeous hot springs. So Japan's really geothermal. Head to the hot springs for a great experience. Kushiro is next, and known for its gorgeous nature, some of the beautiful birds. You can go bird spotting there in the nature reserve, or Fisherman's Wharf is a great place to visit. Then we're over into Alaska after a few sea days. Kodiak Island, known for the famed, look, there they are,
so
a little
cute.
Kodiak bear family. Try and go on an excursion to see them if you can. Then we're into Icy Strait Point. Now, this actually features the world's largest zip rider. So it has 6 5,330 metre zip lines, which is incredible. Ketchikan's next. Take a trip on the Misty Fjords float plane. That's amazing. Or the Totem Park is also a great thing to visit. Victoria, Canada is next, over on Vancouver Island, and this is adorable. It is literally a little chocolate box perfect village. They've got great wineries there. Now we are disembarking in Seattle, where you'll enjoy 2 fabulous nights on the undiscovered gem of the Pacific Northwest. Now this is not always on everyone's itineraries or even on many itineraries or radars, but let me tell you, Seattle is a hidden gem. It's amazing. Not only is it kind of the home of the birth of grunge, but you've also got the very first Starbucks. It originated here. Pike Place Market as well for great shopping. You're at the foot of some great national parks, Mount Rainier, Mount Hood, Washington State National Park as well, and just so much more. It's a wonderful city with tons to offer. And in springtime, of course, you've got all those gorgeous springtime colours. So we are flying you over to Tokyo, where you'll enjoy a stay before heading on board the gorgeous and elegant MS Westerdam, heading through Japan, crossing the international date line into Alaska, finishing up in fabulous Seattle, and then we're flying you home to Australia.
Now this is travel. Isn't it?
Yes.
This is absolute travel. Honestly, Japan is the world's travel hotspot right now. It's where everyone wants to be. It's where everyone wants to go and explore. You're going at a perfect time of the year as well to see, because there's lots of excitement. There's a big buzz around Japan at this time of the year as well. Of course, it's a very, very famed time of the year, very popular time of the year, very happy part of the year as well. Japan's always happy anyway, but particularly so at this time of the year. So included in the price I'm about to give you, which you should snap up as quickly as you can, by the way, is the flight from Sydney to Tokyo, 2 nights in a hotel there, perfect time to explore the city, 15 nights of cruising with Holland America on the Westerdam around Japan, then on to Alaska with that amazing scenic cruising and the fascinating ports there. You end the cruise in Seattle, and that's where you'll leave Westerdam, but you'll stay in Seattle for 2 nights in a hotel, and the flight back to Sydney is included as well. So you can put an $800 each deposit down right now to make this price happen. And it is a good one as well. Again, you look at the pricing here and you just think, right, okay, I want to come with you. It's another one of those. Wonderful. Would love to see the scenic cruising of Alaska. Japan is definitely on the bucket list. It's getting on more and more bucket lists as well. And the more people, it's a little bit like, you know, when you're trying to book a hotel, the more, or a flight, the more people that are looking at the flight, you see suddenly, I looked yesterday, it was this price, and today it's this price, it's gone up. The more people look, the higher the prices go. And that's happening to Japan. So get in this side of the curve, $800 deposit each right now to make this happen, and we lock in this price tag for you. Here's the details to upgrade as well, because we were talking before about the wonderful opportunities to upgrade. We saw those suites earlier, didn't we? With that incredible, it was the Neptune Lounge, wasn't it?
Yes.
That you'd have exclusive access to, and lots more as well. It's not just a case of having a suite. There are lots more perks that come with having a suite, let me tell you. Talk to our team more about that. 1300-408-764 is our toll-free telephone number. And what an absolute joy of a package. I mean, the great thing about cruise holidays is the fact that you get so much variety of travel. You get to travel different continents in the same holiday. And there's no other way you could cover that kind of ground without lots and lots of arrangements, lots of sitting at airports and all of that kind of thing. You know, doing it on a cruise, it just makes it so simple. It really does. And can I tell you, before I started talking about cruise holidays on TV, probably about 13, 14 years ago, it really was not my kind of holiday at all. I thought, no, I had the outdated pictures in my mind of what it might be.
Yeah.
And it's true. The first time you try a cruise, you get it. And you think, why have I not been doing this for all of my life? So don't wait. Don't wait, because lots of people just think, okay, this is for the autumn of my life, for retirement, for when I'm, you know, a lot more aged than I am right now. No, it's for today, and it is for everyone.
Absolutely.
Agreed?
I was exactly the same as you. And then when the first time I sat on board a cruise ship, I was like, this is nothing like I expected.
Yeah.
So take the leap of faith. Book your first cruise today, and it really does bring the world so close to Australia. That is the beauty of cruising. I mean,
luckily for us, we're only 21, so we've discovered it in time.
Exactly, plenty of time to enjoy. Look, no matter what your age, taste or budget, we have something for you. Check out the website, give us a call, get booking, and we will see you very soon.
Every day here on Gecko at 1 o'clock and 4 o'clock in the afternoon. See you tomorrow.
Right,
Bye-bye.
there you go.